Mommy, I'm here!
Hi, little piece of iron. How was your day?
Fine, but can you help me with my chemistry homework about extraction of metals, please?
Obviously, my sweetie mini iron.
Okay, Mommy. Let's start with me. How was I extracted?
You were extracted from iron ore in a huge container called...
Oh, I know! From a blast furnace! Mr. Yusuf told me that. It looks like this. And iron ores such as hematite contain iron oxide, right?
Yes, and to obtain iron, the oxygen must be removed.
Ah, that is called a reduction reaction. That rhymes. Remember, iron. Reduction, reaction.
Remember, carbon is more reactive than iron, so it can push out or displace the iron from iron oxide.
Does it have an equation?
Of course it does. Iron oxide plus carbon gives us iron plus carbon dioxide. It's easy to remember. In the blast furnace, it is so hot that carbon monoxide can be used to reduce the iron oxide in place of carbon. So the formula would be... Come on, you can do it.
I know. Iron oxide plus carbon monoxide gives us iron plus carbon dioxide.
Very good, honey! So here you can see a table that shows the raw materials for extracting iron and their function in the process. Iron ore functions as a compound to contain iron. Coke burns air to produce heat. Limestone helps to remove acidic impurities. Air allows coke to burn.
Great! Now I know myself better.
Yes, you do, Effie!
Now let's continue with aluminium.
Did someone call Super Daddy?
Yeah, Daddy!
Good afternoon, love.
Hi, darling. Why did you call me, kiddo?
Effie is doing his homework about extraction of metals. And now we are about to start with you, honey.
Yeah, Daddy! How were you extracted?
Okay, kiddo, let's start off simple. Okay, first there was the aluminum ore, which is bauxite, and which contains aluminum oxide. This also contains impurities, so first we need to get rid of these impurities.
Are those impurities red color?
After several days, this leaves a dry white powder, which is alumina, that is pure aluminum oxide.
And how were you separated from the oxygen?
I was separated by electrolysis. But first, since I have a high melting point, I had to be dissolved in molten cryolite. This made aluminum oxide lower the melting point in order to melt it easier and conduct electricity.
Oh, Al, tell him the best part. Where were you taken?
I was taken to an aluminum oxide electrolysis tank. There, it contains a negative electrode and a positive electrode, and they are both made of graphite, a form of carbon.
Since aluminum is positive, it forms at the negative electrode.
Oh, I know! And since oxygen is negative, it forms at the positive electrode, right?
Yes, very good, kiddo. Now, the last thing you have to remember is... the oxygen reacts with the carbon from the electrodes, giving off carbon dioxide gas.
So, aluminium oxide, when heated, gives aluminium plus oxygen. Now, let's continue with Mame. Sing!
In school, they told me you're very similar to me.
Of course, you're my son. You have my genes.
Love you.
Zinc is extracted from zinc ore, which is called zinc blende. Zinc blende, roasted in air, gives zinc oxide plus the poisonous sulfur dioxide.
Oh, you were roasted. That's why you're tanned.
No, honey. That's because our vacations in the blast furnace.
Like me?
Let's continue with important things. Zinc oxide plus carbon monoxide gives us zinc plus carbon dioxide. It's a displacement reaction, just like you. And reactions which involve an oxygen loss are called...
I remember. Reduction, reaction.
Good, very good. And don't forget, zinc oxide is reduced and carbon is oxidized.
And that's it? As simple as that?
Yes, my darling, as simple as that.